Okay, hi everyone, welcome back to another video of tutorials. It's great to be doing this. So, as you can see, I'm working on a new folder called array methods, because that's what I'm going to be talking to you about in today and in the next video. And in today's video, I'm going to be teaching just the filter method, which is an array method that filters stuff. And I'm going to be teaching you the reduce method too, but that's for later. So you can see some changes here, namely it's just testing. Namely, it's a bit bigger because my laptop's only able to export videos in 720p, and I want you guys to be able to see it because the font might be a bit too small. Alright, filters an array method that takes in a function, and the function's parameter is going to be the array's element, and you're going to type in the filtration code inside the function. Except this is wrong, sorry, but it has to be an arrow function, and you're going to type in the filtration code here inside the arrow function. If you're unfamiliar with arrow functions, watch our tutorial on that first. Alright, so to start with, I've made a Trello here, which is like a whiteboard app. It's kind of useful, where I've written down some ideas on what examples I'm going to use the filter method with, and in here I had an idea to filter even numbers, and I think that's the first thing that I want to show you. So following this example, I'm going to type in numbers.filter, and we're just going to do an arrow function. And what goes in here, since we want to type out even numbers, we're just going to put even number without an S, and in the middle we're going to do even number %2 equals 0. And if you don't know what this means, this is just, it returns the remainder. So for example, 1 divided by 2, its remainder is not 0, so it doesn't count as an even number. But 2 divided by 2, the remainder is 0. 4 divided by 2 is 0, and so on. So it'll return all the even numbers. Now I'm going to save this to a variable called even numbers. This time it's with an S, and we're going to console.log even numbers. And now I'm going to try to run the code, filter.js, just by doing node filter.js. And NodeJS is a runtime environment for JavaScript, so you don't have to execute the code in your web browser, and I think it's quite useful, and you should have it. And the download link's in the description, by the way. So if you do node filter.js, so it types out a completely empty array. Oh, why does it print out an empty array? Now, I'm not so sure about why this is, but we're not supposed to put the function like that. We're just supposed to do this. So it has to be in the same line, and you're not supposed to put curly braces around them. So if you try this again now, it returns 2, 4, 6, and 8. So actually, instead of doing this, I'm just going to re-update this. You're supposed to put array.filter and the array element still, but instead of using curly braces, you're just supposed to leave it like that, and that's it. So you can see it prints out 2, 4, 6, and 8, which are the only even numbers on here. Now next, we're going to try filter long strings, right? And here's a confession I have to make. I'm a Star Wars fan. So I'm just going to do const name longer than 5 characters. I don't know. Characters equals crew dot filter. Alright, sorry about that. Crew dot filter, and how about crew member? I'm not sure why my VSCode's like that. I think it's because of TabNine. Yep. Crew member, and we're going to do crew member dot length length is the crew member dot length has to be more than 5 characters, just like that. And now we're going to type it. We're going to console.log it. Console.log name longer than 5 characters. So you can see it's a bit hard because I zoomed it in like this, but so long you guys can read it, that's fine. So if you do it again, nodefilter.js, types out Han Solo and Chewie because Luke, Leia, C3PO, and R2D2 actually have names less than 5 characters. Now let's try this with like includes, right? So has L in your name, so this might be interesting. So let's try filter it once again with crew member, and same. We're still going to do an arrow function, and in here we're going to check if their name has an L in them, and we can do that with a string method called includes. So crew member dot includes L, right? Dot includes L, like that. And if we do console.log has L in your name, filter.js, we see that Han Solo with an L here, Luke with an L here, and Leia with a name there. So that's how filter works. Next up, I want to teach you guys about using filter in objects, right? So let's imagine we have some movies, right? Like movies. So what are some good ones? Let's see. So I think Parasite is a good movie. So name Parasite, and then released 2019, right? 2019. Am I supposed to format it like that? Yep. What's wrong with this? Name Parasite, released 2019. Alright, let's do another one. Name Frozen, released 2013. Oh, sorry, there should be an array, by the way, because after all it's an array method. So imagine these two movies. Let's just add a third one. So going back to Star Wars, let's just do name A New Hope, and it was released in 1977. What do you know? So I'm just going to comment this out so our terminal won't be so dirty when we console.log stuff. And let's just do clear. See, it's so much clearer. Now we're going to use filter on these movies. So movies.filter, and once again we take in movie. Now we're going to check out like modern movies, right? So my criteria for modern movies would be cons modern movies, maybe those released like after 1990, right? So we're going to do movie not released. It has to be above 1990, right? So just like this, and if you get this right, it's going to release just Frozen and Parasite, right? So console.log modern movies, and once again node filter.js. Oh, why is that like that? Oh, right, because we're not supposed to include the curly braces, remember? Node filter.js. So we return Parasite and Frozen, the objects, right? So this works in an object as well. So to recap, filter is an array method that we can use to filter arrays. And how it works is we have to pass in an arrow function with the array element as a parameter, and we have to type in the filtration code inside the arrow function, but we're not allowed to use curly braces, otherwise it'll print out an empty array. like here. Be careful not to make that mistake, guys. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you so much. Bye.